welcome back. It's been a while. It's been a little while. It's been a minute or two, but good to have you. Good to have you here. Good to be back online. And again, just a quick coffee talk. Just enjoying my brew, and it's middle of August, and I'm doing this recording. And since the last time we talked, wow, what a ride! What a ride! It's been beyond an adventure. It's been ups and downs, roller coaster ride. Loop the loops, triple, quadruple loops. It's life. It's life, folks. It's life. And you know that. I'm not saying anything new to you. You know this. But it's all about how we handle it. And it's all about moving through it and getting beyond those obstacles that life puts in front of us and those challenges that we face. Since the last time we talked, I had not... There was a week that went after we didn't talk. There was a week after that I had not heard from my best friend, one of my two best friends. I had not heard from him. You know, we check in every day. These are Army buddies, lifelong Army buddies. They're the greatest. Trust me, if you've ever needed the greatest people to have your back, these two are that. These two are that, and they know I have their back. And there was a week that went by. So it's like, well, that's kind of unusual for my friend. So I reached out to my other friend and I said, hey, have you heard from this person? He goes, no. And then, so I guess he reached out, because I had reached out first and didn't hear anything back. And then he reached out and I go, I guess things now everybody's checking up on him. And he responded that he was in pain, physically in pain. And he was hurting a lot. And again, without giving, about, what was it? Not even 10 days later, he passed away. He's gone. My best friend, known him for 40 years. He was gone. I saw my other best friend, don't get me wrong. There was three of us. And I still got him, but that's it. You know, again, we all met in Germany. We all met in Berlin. And I didn't know it then, but they would be the most important people in my life next to meeting my wife. Because I met them first. Then I met the woman that would become my wife in Berlin. And her dad was in the military. And so these two guys, they pale. Everybody else pales in comparison to them. And I received that phone call one night and it's like, hey, no questions asked, I need you. Boom, I'm on a plane. Boom, I'm on the road, because they live far enough away. We live far enough away from each other, but yet it's one of those things. So he passed away. It was sudden. It was fierce. It was horrific. He knew he was passing away. He knew. And so it wasn't like a sudden thing for him. He knew. But I think he was sparing us, and it's okay. It's his choice. And I was beside myself for a while. So was my friend. And, unfortunately, we were geographically far apart. We couldn't, be with each other physically, being close and hug and just, look at each other and just sharing the grief. But, it's okay. It's okay. Because he's in a much better place. And we are still here picking up the pieces and trying to figure out what's next for us as our friendship evolves and moves on to, not a 3, but 2. And, his memory will always live forever. And we will always hold him dear in our heart. And his family his family will be strong. They're going to rally. They're going to get tighter and they're going to be better. But that comes with time too. I wish them nothing but strength and love. And to continue that bond that he loved his family. He came into a ready-made family. And that was, for him, he never looked back. He never doubted it. He never shared that he did. He shared that he loved it. He loved spending time with his kids. And then as they grew up and they had kids, he loved spending time with his grandkids. And so that's a good memory to have. That's something good to have. That's good that on that side he was taken care of. On our side he was taken care of. But change happens and we need to move on. And we move on. And I'm always going to honor him. Every deer season, I'll honor him. We would go up to his place and deer hunt. He had some family land in his neck of the woods, and we'd go up there, but not anymore. And it wasn't, we did it always, but it had been overdue. It's been a while, but now there's no more overdues. So again, we don't wallow in the what we should have and could have because we can't anymore. But what we can do is move on, and we grow from that, and we learn from that, and we become stronger from that. And as we, all of us now, I'm talking about all of us, as we grow and realize that, hey, life is definitely not fair, but life must go on. And we realize that it is needed, it is necessary, it is correct, it's proper to honor, but it's also proper to move forward, to let go of the past and move forward and create new adventures and create new memories and strengthen the bonds you already have and the bonds that I still have with my friend, my other best friend. And people will say, well, Dave, didn't you have friends before joining the military? And I thought I did. And it turns out I didn't. You realize there comes a certain point in life where you realize who's on your side and who's in it for the ride, who's got your back and who wants you to have their back, but that's all they're going to give you is, oh, well, you got my back, right? You got my back. And then next thing you know, yeah, you're nowhere when you're by yourself, when you need someone to have your back. Now, these guys, they were not that way. Everybody else before then, definitely that way. And it's okay. Again, that's their own. Am I bitter? No. Am I happy? Yes and no. No, in that I'm not happy that I couldn't have friends that like these two guys, but happy is that I'm glad they're not, those pre-army people are not part of my life today. So again, it's a double-edged sword, but you got to take the good and the bad. And there you have the facts of life. Alrighty. So again, change. It's all around us. And I think because I talk so much about change, it hurt when he told us what was wrong. It hurt when he told us what was happening to him. But again, sometimes it's like, no, not him. It should be me. It should be someone else. It's not me. Not him. It should not be him. Sorry about that. And I actually said that. I said that as, it's something I should be saying about me, not about my best friends. But that's just the way the things go. So again, we must continue to go on. It's like that song. Remember that song? Our Heart Goes On, from that movie where the boat continues to sink. Every time you watch it, the boat always sinks. Yeah, that one. Alrighty. So it never changes. Again, I'm starting to go back into a circle and I want to get out of this circle. So in life, you're going to find those people. And when you find them, you're going to know later. You're going to know later. You're not going to know at that moment. You're not going to know at that moment. You're going to know much, much later who turns out to be the best people in your life, who turns out to be the most horrific people in your life, who's rooting for you, who's saying they're rooting for you, but secretly is undermining you. You're going to know that and you're going to see that, but that comes with time. That comes with age. And there is no specific time. There is no specific age. There is just living life, and you got to live life. And again, these people will surprise you. These total strangers I didn't know before I joined the military, before I got to Berlin. I didn't know them. I didn't even know they existed. Then I got there and we started forming a bond. Well, one, because we lived in the same room. We shared the same room, barracks room, for 2 years. So it's kind of hard not to become friends with somebody. But at some point, that friendship just took the next level and it became the best friendship. And it became the best. It defined us. It defined us. And I see it that way. It defined us to who we are, what we became, what we've done. And that's okay. We didn't go, all three of us, after the military, because none of us made it a career. But after the military, we all did not go down the same path. And that's okay. Meaning career-wise, we didn't go down the same path. And that's okay, because to each their own. And that's the nice thing about having friends, is we didn't peer pressure each other, those best friends. We didn't peer pressure each other. It's like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's like, come on, man, we do this. No. And on this, by the same token, or the other side of the same coin, you know, we encouraged that difference. We encouraged that change. We supported their difference. We supported their change. And I digress. My friend, the one that passed away, he joined the reserve, the Guard, the National Guard. So technically it wasn't active duty military, but he stayed with them. And he did deploy and supported him back here, from here, there, to Afghanistan, and, you know, sent him the care packages, sent him what he needed, got him. And then to not so long ago, we were talking, he goes, "You remember that thing you sent me? I still have it." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And he goes, "No, man, you don't understand. That thing was a lifesaver." So cool. I'm glad to do my part. I couldn't be there with him because that wasn't the path I had taken at that point. But, you know, I'm glad I could do something to help him and make his stay there and his time there a little bit easier. So that's a good thing. So you do what you can. You support your buddies. You support your best friends as much as possible. And it wasn't long after he came back, we did get together. And we shared, you know, some stories and some things. And it was just, you know, again, but that was his thing. And that's okay. And when the time comes for you, you know, you're going to know. You're going to know. And that's really the thing is that I look back now in all these years, I never took them for granted. I never took them for granted. But at the same time, I never thought, oh, this is going to be these people that are going to define my life. Because we all had our role to play. No, but they did. They ended up. And again, you don't know that. I told my kids when they were in school, like, oh, the people that you're dealing with right now, they say you're your best friends, but come graduation, they're all going to go their separate path, and they're going to do things and say things that you're not going to agree with. They're going to say things and do things that are opposed or opposite of who you are. And you're going to distance yourself from the friends you have right now. And sure enough, for my kids, it happens. For me, it happened. And that's, again, it's one of those things that we learn. It's one of those things that we learn. But the sooner we learn them, the better off we are. And the sooner we can identify, but that's life for you. It doesn't always tell you, hey, people don't come with little signs over their heads like they do in that game, The Sims. They have the little symbols and tells you what they're doing or what they're feeling like. Now, life's not that way. Life is hard. Life is you have to find out. Life is you have to FA and FO. 2FO. You have to mess around to find out, you know. So you got to F around to find out. And it's just that simple. With that being said, you know, you got to keep living life. You got to keep going forward. And those people that you cut out of your life, that you stay away from, that you have to get away from, again, you made the decision, you stick to it, you move on. There's no turning back, there's no going back, because what does that do? Well, they were bad for you for some reason. They were not good for you for another reason. And you got away from it, which is a good reason, because again, if they were bad for you, inside you felt that it was bad for you, for your decisions that you make, and you can't go back. You can't go back. And it's life. Life is that way. And again, not proud of the fact that I had to go down that route with certain people in my life, but I'm glad I did, because I feel better. I feel better both physically, mentally. I feel better. Trust me, I've been feeling physically so much better because I've actually taken an active role in getting myself to get there. And mentally, much better. My wife has actually said, Dave, you're not the same person you were 3 years ago. And that's a good thing. I like it. I like that a lot. And again, but it's learning from your mistakes and moving on and dealing with them. And one of them is accepting and no regrets, moving on forward. So do what you can. Hey, listen, I've already taken a lot of your time and my coffee's starting to get cold. So again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I'm Dave Guerra. This has been Coffee with Dave. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll talk to you again sooner rather than later. Take it easy. Peace. Peace be unto you.